and my phone in the other. So basically, what we're going to do, it's going to get a little messy. All right. There he is, Peace Reflect. All right, so we'll try this GMO raspberry juice first. And all you're going to do is pour a little bit of the juice on to the, oh shit, that's a lot of juice. Wow, that's okay. You're going to hold it up to the light. And I don't know if you guys can see, but this raspberry juice, it's at like 7 or 8. We'll say 7 because it was pretty blurry. If we go to the raspberries, between 7 and 8 is between poor and average. So these Dole GMO raspberries are between poor and average. So fuck that shit. Okay, and then we have the organic raspberries. I already juiced them up to make this a little easier. So I'll try and do a little better job of pouring that on there this time. Okay. Close that up. I'm going to look into the light. And wow, this shit is like the same. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, it's at maybe, that's like the same. I can't believe that. So, remember, I am in Canada. There's lots of, you know, they got to travel. It usually takes about a week. About a week to get this in, right? Like, they're probably, you know, like if you're testing this in California or somewhere closer to where they actually pick this, it's going to be a lot stronger. Plus shelf life, you know. Yeah, that's disappointing for sure. So these are both 7s, so between poor and average. Moving on to the next thing. So Reflect, we got oranges, apples. I got a GMO peach. We will do some leafy greens and some limes. So maybe we'll do the limes next. So this is a GMO lime. Yeah, for sure, long distance. You never know. That too. Absolutely. These do say USDA organic, so you never know. But look at how perfect and beautiful that GMO lime is compared to this one. It's crazy. They really enhance the colors, and they'll often make them bigger too. Like with this orange, this is the organic, and this is the GMO. They're both navel, and the GMO is like almost double the size. So they always make it better, and better is not always, or bigger is not always better. So now we'll just squeeze some lemon juice on there. Hold it up to the light. And this guy, if you guys can see that. Man, these iPhone cameras suck. We're at about a 7 there. So the GMO lime is at about a 7. That's the vegetable side. So lime 7, between average and good. And what this measures is the sugar content in it. It determines how quality the sugar is. They use this for testing beers and alcohols and stuff. So the sweeter and better tasting something is. Okay, so we got a drop there. The better it's going to score. So for the GMO lime, see if you guys can see that. Of course you can't, it's a frickin' iPhone. We're at about a 10. So that must be, what, good only? A 10 is good. So that's still pretty disappointing for organic. However, it is still better quality than the GMO, but not by much. So another reason I got to get out of Canada. This produce is terrible. Alright, so I got some peach juice here. This is a GMO peach. See if you can see that number with the 4 means it's genetically modified. Anything organic will have a 9 in front of it. So just pour some peach juice on there and we will check this out. So the peach juice is at like, we'll say 12. You can see that there at about a 12. So we'll look on the chart at peaches. So 12 is between average and good. The store didn't have any organic peaches for me to compare, but the proof is in the pudding. This GMO shit is basically average. So next we will do some apples. I got organic and GMO. So we will go organic or GMO. What do you want to see first? We'll go organic first. So pour a little bit on there. Take a shot of that because it's good. Very sweet, very good. Okay, so give it a second. So the BRIX for this, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's at about a 10, which is very disappointing. Let's check out what apples are on my chart here. So apples, a 10 is only average. What's good, Kayla? So the GMO apple is only a 10. That is hella disappointing. Just gotta wipe this off. Okay, now we're on to the GMO apple. Check this shit out. Try and pour a little bit on there. Oh shit. This is crazy. The GMO apple barely beat the organic apple. It's at 11. Wow, mind blown. Upset city, holy shit. A GMO is a genetically modified organism, so they will grow this unnaturally, usually in greenhouses, like without sunlight. Basically, you want this shit to be grown in organic soil, and they'll also use inorganic soil to grow the GMO foods as well. Completely unnatural. Reflect. Yeah, so yeah, just stay away from GMO. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, so next, we don't have a lot of things left. We're just going to do lettuce, romaine lettuce, and these oranges. Kayla, as an example, this is what a GMO orange looks like. These are the same. And it's like double the size. So, I mean, this is like jacked up on steroids right here. Stay away from that, but yeah, always reflect. Remember, this refractometer test is just like based on sugar content. So that would just mean that the GMO apples had better sugar content, that's all. So we'll go with the GMO orange. Check this out on the scale. What's good, love? Alright, so if you guys can see, it's at about a 13. So I'll go to my chart and check out the oranges. A 13 is between average and good. So the trend with these GMO fruits is pretty much average. But again, they put so much shit in this, that really doesn't surprise me. They gotta make it tasting good. but GMO is still way better. So there goes the organic orange. We'll hold that up to the sky. This is somewhat disappointing too. The orange is at like a 12 or 13, so it's about the same. So this also is between average and good. It must be a Canadian thing, man, because I seen a guy who did this in the States, and he got way better results. Like, he lives in California where it's all freshly grown and stuff. So, you know, it must be a Canadian thing. You really got to live in California to get top quality produce for sure. But yeah, that is disappointing. So now we got some organic lettuce. This is romaine lettuce that I will test next. I pre-juiced this. Holy, you're shaking today. Alright. So this is GMO lettuce. Yeah, either way you got to get to the tropics where all this will be scoring super high. That one almost didn't give me a reading, so I'm just going to add a little bit more to that. Okay. We will see how that test works. Let's see. Wow. So this one is at a frickin' 3. I don't know if you can see. Barely. It's at a 3. How do you check if it got chemicals? Well, let's look at these apples, for example. You can tell the GMO apple is super shiny, like waxed and shit. Like, they'll wax these to make them look good, like Nature Boy said. This one isn't as shiny. And you can feel the texture. This is like super fucking, yeah, just waxy and slippery. This one's a little more firm. It's hard. Through a telescope, this is a refractometer. Kind of like the same thing. So yeah, anyways, with that romaine lettuce, this stuff scored a frickin' 3. And that was my lunch. So poor. It's not even poor, it's below poor. I don't know, man. Like, that's crazy to me. So next what we're going to do, that's what this is, organic lettuce. Like, what the hell? So now I'm going to take, this is that shit you'll buy in bulk. This is GMO lettuce. What we're going to do is juice it. Yours truly in the building. Either way, throw it away. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. That's right. Look at how much, look at the color difference too. That's supposed to be organic lettuce, and that's the GMO. It's exact same lettuce. What the hell? That is weird. Again, man, Canada is whack. I don't know what the hell is going on with their produce here. Alright, so we got our GMO lettuce on there. I'm looking through my scope here. I don't know if you guys can see that. It doesn't even make it's a little green and kind of blurry. So basically that means that this romaine lettuce is garbage. Garbage. Like, it doesn't even read. It doesn't even have a reading on the chart. Right? If you go to romaine lettuce here. Come on, camera. Peace, Judah. How are you doing today? Where's the romaine? I can't see with the comments. Romaine. Yeah, it needs to be a 4 to be poor, and this ain't even shit. This is like a 0. That's crazy. Judah, you're a little late. Same with you, yours truly. I already did oranges. I compared organic and GMO apples. I did some GMO peach. And I did GMO versus organic raspberry juice. Pretty disappointing. This is how you know for sure whether your produce is good or not. Once again, that's crazy. America's worse. I don't know, like if you live in California or something, you're going to have really good produce, like if you can find it organic. Canada, we get all our shit from the States, so usually it's about 5 days of traveling. So like all of this stuff I got, most of it is from California, and this stuff would have been harvested like at least a week ago. So that's why it's not very good. You need to really be in the tropics, or you need to be at the source. And no, I do not want to gamble. What the hell? My lower self was a gambler. This machine, Judah. This machine, just let me clean it off. It's about $80 Canadian on eBay, which is like 60 American. You can find these on eBay. You put your juice in there, and then you can, it'll give you a number on here. It'll go white, and you can go to, I don't know, a simple Google search, and you can look up this chart, and it'll tell you what everything is. So yeah, wow, I'm super disappointed today. That's crazy. Unbelievable. But that's pretty much the end of my video. I just wanted to show you guys how you test your produce. What that refractometer does is it tests the quality of the sugar. So if you have a really sweet, you know, delicious fruit, it's going to score really high. Apparently none of this is that, but it's the best I can do. So yeah, I definitely got to get out to the tropics, because obviously there is a problem with our food. It doesn't score as high as it should, which is a serious problem. That's why everyone is so sick, has mental illness. You know, you see the way people treat each other. It's because they're eating shit. And even when people do eat their produce, it's not even that good of quality, at least for me up here in Canada.